Hello everyone. In today's session of Rdbms, we are going to cover the Ddl and Dml commands. Ddl stands for Data Definition Language. All the commands which deals with the structure of the table, they all fall under this category. For example, create, alter, drop, and describe. Whereas DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. All the commands which manipulates the data, they all fall under this category. For example, we have got select, insert. Now let's understand all these commands practically. Now let's open a MySQL prompts. Specify the password for this. Now, if you want to know, if I want to know all the databases available within the system, we need to specify show databases. It will show me all the databases available within the system. If I want to create a new database, for that, we have a command create database and the database name. So create database. I want to specify the database name as DB1. So it will simply create a database DB1 for me. If I want to see whether the database has been created or not, I can simply use show databases one more time. And you can clearly see here that the DB1 database is there in the list. Now I just need to open this database so that I can create table under this database. And for that, we need to open the database first. To open the database, we have a command use database name. The DB1 is the name of the database. So I'll say use DB1. It will simply open the database DB1 for me. Now it shows that database change. Database change means now you can work under this database. And still, if you want to know, in which database you're working with, right? You can use a command, select database. It will show you the name of the database under which you are working with. So you can clearly see here that the database DB1 is there in which you're working with. Now we are working within the DB1 database. The next step is to create the tables within this. Okay, so create table department. Suppose I just want to create two tables, department and EMD. So create table department. And within this, we will be creating two fields, department ID, that is of integers type. And if I want to restrict that integer type of maximum of 5 digits or 4 digits, you can specify like this, int of 5, or otherwise you can simply write it down integer. Both will work same. So I just want to restrict this for maximum of 5 digits. So I'll say int of 5. Then department name, and I want this to be of either character type or varchar type. Okay, so most preferably we'll be talking about the varchar type because it takes lesser amount of space and it is flexible. We have already discussed this in the first session of the Rdbms, the difference between the char and varchar. So department in varchar of 20, I'll simply be using this one, right? Now I want to set this department ID as a primary key. So I'll say primary key. On which field you want to set, I say department ID. So this department ID will now act as a primary. Close this command and execute it using semicolon. It will simply execute it. If there's no error, it will simply say query okay. That means a table department has been created for me. Now, if you want to see the structure of the table, I'll say DESC department. It will show me the structure of the table that the department table has got these two fields, department ID and department name. Department ID is of integers type, and maximum 5 digits can be stored within this. And this department name is of varchar of 2. I just need to make it varchar of 20. So I'll make it, this one. Department ID is set as a primary key. That means this field cannot contain the duplicate values as well as null values. So we have a table department. This varchar of 2, I just wanted to make it as varchar of 20. So if you did something wrong there, how you can change this? For that, we have got a command called alter command that I'll be dealing with later on. First of all, I just want to create another table called EMP. So I'll say create table EMP, right? Within this, suppose I have got EMP ID, that is again of integers type, and I want to again restrict it for 5 digits. EMP name, EMP name. That means I just want to keep it for 20 digits. Okay, I want this to be there as EMP cell, the third column for the EMP table as EMP cell. If I want the value for this particular field to be entered as decimal values, either we can make it of float data type, right? Or you can make it of decimal data type. I want this EMP cell to be there maximum of 10 digits, and out of those, I want 2 digits to be there as decimal. So EMP cell decimal of 10,2. Then I want EMP date of birth. I want that to be of date type. Then department ID. Okay, department ID. And I want again this department ID to be there as of integers of 5. Now I just want to set the primary key and foreign key for these two these two fields respectively, EMP ID and department ID. Okay. So primary key. I want EMP ID to be set as a primary key, and foreign key, I want this department ID to be there as a primary key. This foreign key is not a keyword, whereas primary key is a keyword. So I want this foreign key to be set on department ID, and which will refer for its values to the department ID's department ID field of department table. It will go and refer to for its values, right? So for that, we have got a keyword called references. REFERENCES, references. It will take a reference of department tables, department ID. Close this one, execute the command, and if there's no error, it will simply say query OK. So two table has been created under the database called DB1. And if you want to see that how many tables we have already created in that, then simply make use of a command called show tables. You can clearly see that we have been the table which we have created within this, they appear here, department and EMP. Now, if you remember, we while creating a table department, the size of the department name was 2. Though we wanted to have this for varchar of 20, but there was a typing error, so this was this came out as varchar of 2. I just want to make it varchar of 20, so that means I need to make certain modification in that, right? So how do I do that? I'll simply make use of command called alter. There's a command alter which basically make the alteration or modification in an existing structure of the table. And with alter, I have got 4 sub commands or sub keywords rather, which are used with the alter command. So those commands are, if you talk about alter table, the command for that is alter table EMP. And if you want to add a new field, you can make use of add keyword. If you want to modify the existing keyword, field, if you want to modify the existing field, you have modify or change. And if you want to drop an existing field, then the drop keyword is used with the alter command. How exactly we'll deal with that? Let's see. So I just wanted to modify that department name from varchar 2 to varchar 20. So I'll say alter table EMP. alter table department. I wanted that, that department name to be modified from varchar 2 to varchar of 20. So modify is the name of the keyword, which will modify that, department name from varchar 2 to varchar of 20. So this command, clearly indicates that you just want to alter, uh, you know, this table department, and you want to modify the department name with varchar of 20. This is the data type. You want to keep the data type same, and you want that size of the department name from 2 to 20. You can keep the data type same or the different. If you say varchar to char, simply remove this varchar from here. So modify gives you that option to change either the data type or the size or both. So I just wanted to change the size only. So I'll simply say alter table department, modify department name varchar of 20. It says very okay. That means that field has been modified, right? If you just want to see whether actually that has been modified or not, I'll simply say DESC, that is describe. You can either write describe the complete command, or you can simply use the first four letter of that complete describe command. So DESC department, it will simply describe that the structure of the department table. And now you can see the size of that field, which were initially 2, now it has been modified to 20. Anytime if you feel like just want to add a new field, if you want to add a new field, then you can simply use again alter command. Think of that we have got EMP table. Let's see the structure of the EMP table. DESC again, or describe complete command, describe EMP will simply describe the complete table structure. This EMP table has got these fields: EMP ID, EMP name, EMP cell, date of birth, and department ID. I want to add one more field to this. Okay. And this is the structure. This EMP ID is set as a primary key, so pri is there. So department ID is set as a foreign key. So MUL, that means it has got a multiple, connections with multiple tables. So this department ID is there in the multiple table. That is why this MUL, keyword is there. Key in terms of Rdbms is known as a constraint. Okay, we'll be talking about the constraints later on in details. Right now, I just wanted to show you how exactly the primary key and foreign key has been set in any of the field, right? So constraints are nothing but the filters. Constraints are nothing but the filters which are used to restrict, or constraints are the rules and regulations or the filters which are used to restrict the user to enter the invalid data. For example, in case of primary key, if any field that is set as a primary key, like in case of EMP ID of EMP table or department ID of department table. So these two fields have been set as a primary key. That means these fields will not allow you to enter the duplicate values as well as null values. That's the restrictions set for the primary, because no two department can have the same department ID. Similarly, no two employees can have the same employee ID. So whenever you try to insert information for these fields, it will go and check as the key is set for these fields. So it will always check that the value which you have entered for the department ID or the EMP ID are actually unique or not. If you try to enter the duplicate values in these fields, it will simply generate an error. I'll show you practically how exactly it works. Right now, I'll be talking about how you add a new field to the table EMP. So if you want to add, modify, or drop any existing field, or if you want to add a new field, or make certain any change you talk about, for that you've got alter command. So alter table EMP. What do you want to do? I just want to add a new field. So add keyword is there for that, right? Alter table is going to alter or modify the table, right? How exactly? In this case, I just want to add a new field. I want EMP address actually, right? So EMP address of varchar of 20. Suppose I wanted to have a new field called EMP add of type varchar and size 20 to the EMP table. So query okay, that means this new field has been added to the table. If you describe that, the table EMP, you can clearly see that a new field EMP add, EMP address, right, of type varchar and size 20 has been added or included in the table. Now, once you add a new, new field, if you feel it like, there's something wrong, like I have already shown you how you can modify the type, the size of the field. If I want to modify the type and size both, for that, you can use alter table EMP again. I wanted to modify EMP address of type char. Okay, char. I just wanted that varchar to be there as char and size from 20 to suppose 40. So in this case, what exactly this is going to do? It will simply, modify. Again, I just need to make a modify. I need to use modify keyword also here. So alter table EMP, modify, modify. What do you want to modify? I want to modify, the EMP add as character type. Initially, it was of varchar type. I wanted this EMP add to be there as character type. And instead of 20, I wanted that to be there as of 40 size. So now, a new field EMP add will be having of, character type and size will be 40 in that case. Let's execute it and see how exactly it works. Very okay. And again, you describe that, you can clearly see here that now EMP add is of character type, the size is 40. Now, once you add the field and later you realize that EMP add is no longer required, you can simply drop it. But before that, if you feel the EMP add doesn't sound meaningful, I wanted to change the name also. EMP add to EMP address. That sounds clear that this field is of EMP address, right? So I can change the name as well. So I'll simply say alter table EMP. I'll say change. Change is the keyword which will change EMP add to EMP address. EMP address. Now again, I want the change in name, type, and size all. I want that char to be there again as a varchar type, and I want that 40 to be there as of 30. So now I am basically making change in name, type, and size. So change gives you an option to change the name of the field, the data type, or the size, or all. Name or type or size or all. That gives you that option. Okay. So you need to specify the old name. You need to specify the new name. You need to specify the new data type. You need to specify the new size. Anytime you feel you do not want to, you want to keep the existing name, you can simply say EMP add and again EMP add. So that EMP add will be overwritten. In that case, this change acts as a modifier. But if you want to change the data type only, then there's no need to make use of the change, keyword. For that, you can simply make use of modify. So now this is simply going to change the name, type, and size of EMP add, right? Let's see how exactly it works. If you describe again, you can clearly see the EMP add has become now EMP address. Initially, the data type was char. Now it has become varchar. The size of that field was 40, and now it has become 30. Later on, suppose you realize that this EMP address is no longer required. You can simply remove it from there. And for that, again, alter command is there. So alter table EMP, right? Drop. Which field you want to drop? You want to drop EMP address. So it will simply remove that field from the table EMP. Again, you need to describe to check whether that field has been dropped or removed from the table or not. You can clearly see here that the field EMP address is no longer exist within the EMP table. Now, if you want to drop any database, right? So to drop the database, we have a command drop database name. For that, I just need to know what are the databases available here. So show databases will give me all the databases available within the system. We have got EMP info. Suppose I just wanted to remove this one. Okay. I just wanted to remove EMP underscore info. So I'll say here, drop databases, drop database EMP underscore info. So it will simply drop the database from the system. If you want to check it out, you can simply use show database command. Show databases will show you all the databases available, and you can clearly see that the list of the database doesn't contain now the EMP underscore info database. Since you're working with you're working so long and now you forgot which database you're currently working with. So I've already told you, but I just wanted to know which actually database in which you're working with. So select database, sorry. Select database will simply give you the name of the database in which you are currently working with. DB1 is the name of the database. And if you want to know the total, the tables which are available within this database, then show tables command is there, right? Show tables will show you all the tables. So we have got two tables, EMP and department, right? Now, the next one is how you insert information in these tables. Okay. For that, we have got insert command, insert into EMP or the department, insert into department, values, right? And then the values should be there in that sequence. Like I just wanted the department ID because department table is for department ID and department name. So I want department name to be there as 50001 and the department name to be sales, suppose, right? So insert into table name, values, VALUES, values. It's a case insensitive language, so you can write the command in either uppercase or lowercase, that doesn't matter. So insert into department, values, it will simply insert this row, because this complete is a row into the table called department. You press semicolon and enter key to execute this command. If there's no error in this, in this statement, it will simply insert this value to the table department. It says query OK. That means this table is now having one record, that is 50001 and sales. If you want to see that, to display the content or display the information within the table, we have a command called select. Select star means all the fields from table called department. So it will display you all the fields from the table department. And right now no condition has been specified. So that means all the rows, right now only single row is there. So it will simply display all the rows and all the fields or all the columns or all the attributes from the table department. Right now it's only containing one record. So it will simply display one record from the table department. This is one way. Another way, you can simply make use of the concept like this. We have got you can write all the commands. Inserting information into the table will take a longer time like that. Okay, you can simply write all the information which you wanted to insert in Notepad, right? This way, and then copy all those insert commands from here. Select it and copy it. Select it, copy it, and paste it here. It will simply insert all the commands. So now I have inserted three more rows into the table department. And if you want to see them, I can show you like this. Now the table department has got four rows. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Similarly, you can, if you want to insert information into the EMP table, I've already written those commands because it will take a bit time. So I'm copying it from here, pasting it here. So these many information will be inserted to the table EMP. If you want to know, you'll say select star means all the fields from EMP. It will display all the fields, the star means all the fields. Star means all the fields, right? Star means all the fields. All the fields or the column or attributes. Okay. Right now, no condition has been specified with the select command. That means all the rows will be displayed. You display rows based on the condition. No condition, that means all the rows. And if you want to restrict the number of rows to be displayed, you need to specify the condition for that. I'll show you how exactly and what exactly the meaning of that. Okay. Before that, you need to know one more thing, that if you want to display, all the information from the EMP table, one is select star from EMP that I have already mentioned. Another one is, select all star. All star means all the fields from the EMP table. It will give you again the same result. You can clearly see it here, right? Now, if you want to display, a specific info, if you want to restrict rows, if you want to, display, first of all, sorry, I just want to display, specific fields. For example, select EMP ID, EMP name. I want to display only two fields. Star means all the fields. I want to display specific fields. Select EMP ID, EMP name from EMP table. It will display only two specific fields. And if you want to restrict rows as well, then you'll say select star from EMP, right? Select star from EMP. There's a clause called where clause, where EMP cell is greater than, suppose, 95,000. So all the rows where the salary is more than 95,000, will be picked up and displayed. You can clearly see here, only two rows are there, in which the salary is more than 95,000. And that's why these two rows has been picked up. So we are now restricting rows to be displayed based on the condition. So whenever you want to restrict rows to be displayed, you need to specify the condition. And to specify the condition, we have got where clause. Thanks for watching.